What's the topic? I don't know, man. Um, I don't know. But anyway, YouTube, what's going on? I appreciate y'all watching my videos, man. Appreciate y'all watching my videos. Um, Today's topic, I don't know, man. I just thought I'd turn on the camera and talk to y'all about what's going on with the truck. So I caught a nail in my tire a couple weeks. Caught a nail in my tire a couple weeks ago, and I just got it fixed. I got a plug in it. It's like $50. $50. $50. Can y'all see that? $50. So it seemed like it's holding up. I tried to plug it myself, because you know you can go in to a Walmart or a Pilot and get the tire plug kit. And I got the tire plug kit, and it didn't hold up. Like, it'll hold up for about 2 days and then it'll go flat. So finally I decided to just come on in here and have them put a plug on it. So $50. $50. So that's what's going on today. That's what I had done today. I caught a nail in my tire. $50. How many vendor accounts you need? Not too many. According to the School of Business Credit, you need about 4 to 5 vendor accounts with about 4 to 5 payment experiences. So across all, like, if you get like a Uline account, a Granger account, a Quell account, and an Office Depot account, you need to have like every 30 days you need to buy something. So you're looking at probably about 5-6 months. So you get all get about 4 of those accounts in about 5-6 months after buying something. You just go in there and buy something for about $50. Like with my Office Depot account, like, I buy stuff in there all the time. So yeah, man, it take them a long time to report. They don't report every month, so you just got to be patient. You got to wait. Sometimes it could take up from 6 months to a year for these companies to report. So they'll report, but they don't report every month. So you just got to wait. But I mean, generally, if you just go in there and just buy a few things, you know, $50 to $100 worth of stuff, and then wait about 20 days, anywhere from 15 to 20 days, pay it. Some places want you to pay it like right away, but I usually wait about 15, right around that 15 to 20 day mark. Right after about 2 weeks, then I send them a payment. My bad. Turn this notification thing on. But yeah, you get you about four vendor line credit, 4 vendor lines, and you got to make about 5. You got to have 5 payment experiences. I'm telling you all this information, but yeah, 5 payment experiences. And like I say, a lot of these companies, they don't report every month. So like, even though you would pay every month, sometimes you got to wait 2 or 3 months for them to report that payment history. You know what I'm saying? But just, if you got an Office Depot account, Quell account, uh, Granger account. So like with Granger, like if you're in trucking, like Granger is a great account. Granger is a great account because you can buy oil, you can buy you can like I bought some grease. I bought Let me show y'all what I bought with my Granger account. My bad, I can't find the stuff I bought. Yeah, this is what I bought with my Granger account. See there? Granger. Yeah, this is what I bought. See, I bought some grease. I bought some tubes of grease, and I bought some polishing wheels. I was gonna polish the wheels on my truck, and I bought a fuse. I bought this fuse. It's like a junction box. The way that I have my inverter hooked up, it's not hooked up the right way. Like, it's hooked up right, but it's only for temporary. But I need this fuse this fuse junction right here to go in there. So when I get some time, I'm gonna install this, because the fuse goes in between here, and then I hook up the inverter. This goes to the truck, and this goes to the inverter, and you put a fuse in between here. But the way that I have it hooked up now is it's hooked up, but it doesn't have this rubber housing right here. So I basically got it taped up with a bunch of electrical tape. I mean, it'll be fine, but it like this is more professional. So when I get a chance, I'm gonna put this on. I'm gonna have it. I'm gonna zip tie it to the frame somewhere, because it's got these little holes. And I bought some windshield wipers. I bought some windshield wipers. Windshield wipers was about $10 or something like that. See, the thing is like, instead of going to like Walmart and buying this stuff, I use my vendor line account, and it's stuff that I need anyway. That's why I like Granger. Like, if you're in trucking, Granger sell a lot of stuff. Like, they sell household stuff. You can buy dishwashing liquid. You can buy, Uline sell that stuff too. You can buy I bought some WD-40 off of there. I bought some gloves. I bought some bug spray. Yeah, like getting a Granger account, man, or a Quell account, it's perfect, man, because it's like it's everyday stuff that you need anyway. Um, Let me see. I bought some pens. I bought, what else did I buy? Yeah, I bought this bag of pens right here. Can't even see it. Yeah, see, I bought this bag of pens. It's like a 20 pack. It was a 12 pack. Bought these pens. Yeah, man, having a Quell or Granger account, I mean, you just go in there and buy stuff that you need, you know. I was thinking about buying a printer. I was thinking about buying that too. But yeah, if y'all got some questions, y'all can shoot me some questions. But mainly, I came on here just to talk to y'all, man. I don't make a whole lot of videos, so I just try to do lives. I try to, give y'all some FaceTime, so to speak. Yeah, so I got a call from my a lender that I'm working with to buy this truck, and I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I'm really like stoked about it. I'm really stoked about it because they want me to put down 13,000 to get that truck, to get this truck. Well, to get this truck. So I'm like, damn, 13,000, huh? 13,000. 13,000. So how do y'all feel about 13,000? Y'all think that's a good deal? I don't think it's a good deal, but 13,000. I'm still thinking about it, man. That's 13 grand. So I have to put 13,000 down, and the payment will be 1,500 a month. Yep. I can make that out of one settlement. 1,500 a month. So the payment will be 1,500 a month, 13,000 down. That's for 48 months. That ain't too bad. 48 months for 13,000 down. I mean, that payment ain't too bad. I mean, because like I said, I can make that payment out of one settlement. Because I know guys who paying 1,500 a month for a truck. 1,500 a month for a truck, and that's a week, every week. So if I put this 13,000 down, my payment will be 1,500 a month. Like I can run hard. Like, I don't even have to run that hard to make that payment. Like, I can make about $3,000 in revenue, have about $800 in fuel, maybe about $600 in fuel, insurance, and I can still get a check. You know what I'm saying? I still get, it won't be a big old check. I might get like $1,000 check, but if push come to shove, you know what I'm saying? If push come to shove, 404 was good. Yeah, what's going on? Smitty Vlogs, what's going on? Miami boy. You gotta be making purchases every month. Yeah, I would buy something every month. I would buy something just to keep your account active. But I say at least 6 months, buy something every month. Just go in there and, because a lot of these places, they sell toilet paper. like I don't know if any of y'all married, got a girlfriend, or if y'all got an apartment. If you need some garbage bags, go on your Uline account and buy some garbage bags. buy some buy. They sell toilet paper. They sell um, paper plates. They sell air freshener. They sell bug spray. They sell everything, man. So if you about to buy something, go ahead and use your vendor line and get credit for making that payment. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I would buy a little bit of something every month. In Atlanta, and good companies that paying at least $1,000 a week. There's a lot of companies out here paying $1,000 a week. JB Hunt, when I worked at JB Hunt, I made 1,100 a week when I was at JB Hunt. I say average. I averaged $1,000 a week when I was at JB Hunt. JB Hunt. I mean, most of these companies out here, if you got if you got a year or two with experience and you a hard worker, yeah, you're gonna make 1,000 a week, man, easy. You make 1,000 a week. Yeah, I would buy a little bit of something every month. But yeah, man, like I was saying, I don't know if getting this truck, putting 13,000 down to get this truck is a good idea. So I'm still thinking about it, man. It's 13,000, a lot of money. 13,000 down, and my payment will be 1,500 a month. That'll be great. I'm just telling you, having a truck payment for 1,500 a month, that's great. Ugh. I'm sorry, I'm yawning in y'all face. My bad. So have any of y'all out there had success getting loans for trucks? Huh? I want to know. Any of y'all had any success getting loans for trucks? I mean, I know a lot of guys, they be like, go to a dealer, man. You gotta go to a dealer. I think I'm in better shape right now to go to a dealer, because the last time I went to a couple of dealers, man, they pretty much told me, they pretty much told me, man, to get the hell off their lot. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, now that I got almost 2 years in business, I think I'm in better shape to go to a dealer and and get the truck financed in my business name. I'm thinking I'm in way better shape than I was last time, because now I have established business, and now I can go put my business name down on the application, and things will work out a little bit better. Could I find a good truck for 25,000? Yeah, you can find a good truck for 25,000. You gotta be patient and take your time and shop around. Like if you got 25,000 and you want to go buy a truck, you could probably find you an old 2005 Century or old 2005 Columbia and lease it on to like Landstar or something like that, because Landstar don't have a year requirement on their equipment. Um, you got to find these companies that allow you to lease on, or if you're gonna get your own authority, it really don't matter. But if you're gonna lease on with a company, you got to find a company that doesn't have an age requirement on their equipment. So you can go get a 2005 Century class and lease it on. You know, you can pull containers or something like that. I mean, I know guys who pull containers make all right money. You know, 3,500 a week. Um, Containers ain't too bad. Pulling containers. Um, you just gotta shop around. You gotta do your due diligence on these trucks, because when you're looking at a truck for 25,000, you gotta understand this truck has been ran. This truck has been ran. It's been through the ringers, and you gotta do your due diligence. You gotta get you a mechanic to look at that truck and give you the rundown on that truck. You want to know the history of that truck. Now, if you can find a truck for 25,000 and it's only one owner of that truck, now that's good. That's good. And he's got all the paperwork on that truck. Go get that truck. Get it. Because I bumped into a guy. He was selling the truck. I think he wanted like $10,000 for this truck. This truck had a million and a half miles on the truck, right? I was thinking about buying the truck. I figure I should have bought the truck and parked it somewhere, because I could just buy that truck and let it sit. You know what I'm saying? But if you're going to buy a truck like that, you got to make sure you got all the maintenance records on it. Get you a mechanic to look at the truck, and see if you can get a trailer and put a load up under and run it. If you can. Those are perfect conditions. But you know, if a guy's selling his truck and trailer, it's possible you can do that. You know what I'm saying? Run that truck and make sure it ain't gonna overheat on you when you leave and give them your money. But the truck is only 25,000. It's a used truck. You can't expect much, but you at least want to get a good year out of a $25,000 truck. I was watching Jeffrey L. He was saying like you can get a Pro Star for about 25,000. Now, when you get you can go find a Pro Star for about 25,000, and your payment probably won't even be $500 a month. Now, when you're talking about a Pro Star, you can't just go out there and get any old Pro Star Max Force. Now, you got to make sure that Max Force has been reconditioned. If that Max Force has been reconditioned, then you good, because now it's got a warranty on it. It's been reconditioned. They redid the EGR parts and stuff like that. Now you got a good, strong truck for 25,000. That's pretty good. I mean, that truck. Yeah. Yeah, pulling containers is pretty good, man. But if you're gonna pull containers, you gotta have a cheap truck. That's basically, because when pulling containers, the freight goes up and down. And when freight is slow when you're pulling containers, you just ain't gonna be making no money. You're gonna have a slow week. And when you're pulling containers, you can't afford to have a slow week like that. So your truck has got to be cheap enough to where you can put money back for the slow weeks. You know what I'm saying? Because when I pull containers, like, it'll be banging for about 2-3 weeks straight, and then 1 week it'll be slow. You know, you'll do some work, but it won't be like a banging week. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, when you pulling containers, your truck got to be cheap enough so where you can save to weather them slow weeks. Yeah, if you live in Georgia, man, Savannah is the shit, man. Savannah got all the freight. Yeah, that's what I said. Like a lot of guys, you know, be like get a used truck, but if you run the numbers, man, you either gonna pay you gonna either pay the bank or pay the shop. You just gonna decide who you want to pay. You just decide whoever you want to pay. Auctions, I I'll buy like a personal vehicle from an auction, but I don't know about buying a commercial vehicle from an auction. If you're gonna buy, like I say, if you're gonna buy a truck from an auction, get you a mechanic to go to that auction with you. Pay him a couple $100s to come to that auction so he can look at that truck with you. You know what I'm saying? Cause like even though I don't mind working on my truck, I can work on my truck. I got tools. I got a compressor, I got air tools and stuff like that. But I don't do it every day. Like you want to bring a mechanic that works on trucks every fucking day. So when he look at a truck, he can be like, "Oh yeah, this ain't right." So if you're gonna go to an auction, get you a mechanic. Try to get you a mechanic. Try to take him out for lunch or something. Say, "Hey man," or call him up and say, "Hey." You know, you can go up to any of these shops around here and be like, "Hey man, find you a good experienced mechanic. You know, a guy that's been doing it for like 30 years, an old timer, right?" You tell him, be like, "Hey man, I'm gonna go and buy a truck. Can you come with me? I'll give you $100 to come with me." You know what I'm saying? And he'll ride with you, and you get his phone number. He'll ride with you, go to the auction, and then you can go through these trucks. Cause let me tell you something, buying a truck through an auction, you buying somebody else's problem. It's like you buying a raggedy piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? Somebody couldn't afford to maintain the truck. Somebody couldn't afford to pay the payments on the truck. So now it's in an auction. So that's what you got to think about. You might find a deal, you may not. Because you getting into an auction, you start bidding on a truck, right? You bidding on the truck. You fuck around and overspend, right? And you got caught up in the process. You don't spend $100,000 on a $50,000 truck because you sitting up there trying to win the auction and shit. Don't do that. So that's what I recommend. See if you can find a guy that work at a shop every day. Like if you're going to look at a Freightliner and you got a Freightliner in mind, I go to a Freightliner dealership. I try to talk to one of the mechanics at the Freightliner dealership, pull him to the side, say, "Hey man, let me take you out to lunch," or something like that. "Hey, I give you $200 if you come with me to an auction and you can look at a truck for me." So when a Freightliner come through, he can look at the truck, touch on the truck, like, "Yeah man, this is a good truck, man. Go ahead and get it." And then, you might get a friend out of it. That's how I would do it. Because auctions for a commercial vehicle, I don't recommend them. I don't. I don't recommend them. I recommend going through a dealer or something like that where they recondition the truck in some way to get it to sell. Like I don't mind paying an extra couple $1,000s going through a dealer. But an auction, you got to know what you're doing when you're buying something at an auction. It's just like eBay. You know what I'm saying? You got to know what you're doing. That's my opinion. That's just my opinion. Yeah, it's a lot of freight coming through Georgia. What you talking about? Old ass truck. uh, yeah, man. Be on the side of the road, an old ass truck. I mean, it's a gamble, man. It's a gamble because I know guys. Like I know one guy in particular. He had this truck. He's had this truck for 10 years. He ain't never had no problems out of it. Just regular maintenance stuff, tires. I think he told me I think he told me he had a head job or something like that. He had to get the head redone or something like that. But other than that, he had that truck for 10 years. I ain't never had no major issues out that truck. And you just get lucky, man. Like some guys get a truck and the truck in the shop every week. But some guys, they get a truck, you can run that truck for 10 years and never had a problem. Just put tires, oil changes, and regular maintenance. Get the head adjusted and whatnot. Simple maintenance stuff. So it's just a gamble, man. It's just a gamble. I mean, that's just what it is. But yeah, man. I just wanted to check with y'all, man, because I got a phone call from my bank. I got a phone call from my bank, and they told me I could buy this truck, but I have to put $13,000 down, and then my payment would be $1,500 a month. So I don't know, man. I'm thinking about it. I'm really thinking about it. I don't know. 13,000 is a lot of doggone money. Tanker IC, I don't know, man. Like I knew a guy who was on the Tanker IC, and he said he didn't like it, but he was only on the Tanker IC for like a couple weeks. So I told him, man, just like anything else, you got to give it some time. You can't just jump on the board and make all the money, man. You got to give it some time. You got to learn where the lows at. So once you learn where the lows at and know where to go, I think any program where you're allowed to book your own loads is great. So I would at least give it a try. So, like if you got a year to throw away, I will go and do it for a year and see what happens, That's why I say do a 1-year lease. So that way at the end of that year, you can sit back and reevaluate things. Do you want to re-sign another year? Or do you want to move on and look at other opportunities? Whatever you want to do. But if you locked in for 3, 4, 5 years, that's a long time. And it's just like you're not giving yourself the opportunity to sit back and adjust to certain things. So I think doing a year is a good amount of time. Pulling limestone. Yeah, I knew a guy. He pulled concrete. He pulled aggregate over there for Quikrete. He pulled like materials for Quikrete. He do all right. He told me he was making about 60,000 a year. It's local, so he was home every day. He do about 3-4 loads a day, and he go home. He pulling concrete and stuff like that. Yeah, pulling aggregates and limestone and stuff like that. It's good work. It's good work. I just never got into it. I don't know. I just never got into it. So I don't know. I just never got into it. Like I always been a reefer. I always pull reefer in dry box. That's all I always done. So I never really thought about it. See, the thing is, cause like I've talked to some guys who got their own truck, who pull like aggregates and stuff. They make good money, man. They make some damn good money. These guys, they would run a load like 10 miles, or they'll run a load for like 50 miles and make $1,000, because the load is based on the weight of the load. So like if they pick up a load that's like 40,000 pounds of like sand or limestone or something like that, they get paid by the gross weight of the load. So when they go in there and they scale in and they weigh that load, they getting paid off the gross weight of that load. So like you can run a load that's going 50 miles and make $1,000, and like you do a couple of those a day, man. That's good money. Yeah, man, get a truck. I mean, here's the thing, Big Herb, man. Big Herb the trucker, man. Not everybody can go get a new truck. And to tell you the truth, I don't recommend getting a new truck. Like it just depends on what you perceive as a new truck. Like I would say find a truck that's in the range of 300,000 to 400,000 miles. That's a good range of a truck, of a used. It's a fairly new to used truck. You know what I mean? The truck is broken in, it's been driven, and at the same time, like you still got a little bit of warranty on it, and that gives you a little bit of time to build up some cash before the warranty run out. So I say a truck that's got anywhere from 200 to 400,000 miles on it. That's a good starter truck for a lot of guys. Cause like you can go to Lone Mountain, or you can go to a Freightliner dealer and get a used truck for about. You can get a used truck for about 60,000. That's got 300,000 miles on it. 350,000 miles on it for about 65,000. You know what I'm saying? That's a good middle of the road range to get a truck. Cause like if you go out and get a brand new motherfucking truck, your payment is gonna be high, and you don't want to start out like that. Like you go out there and get a brand new truck, $130,000 truck, your payment's gonna be $3,000 a month. And most guys starting out, you won't be able to get no brand new truck like that. You can get a good solid used truck for about 50, 60,000. That's about what most guys can get approved for. You know what I'm saying? Like if you don't have a business, right? You can go get that truck in your own name. You can get that truck in your own name. And most guys with average decent credit can go to Daimler Chrysler Financial and get approved for a truck for about 50, 60,000. You know what I'm saying? So that's about the average. You know what I'm saying? But if you're well seasoned, your business is well seasoned, you've been in the business 10 years, 5 and 10 years, it's gonna be hard for you to get approved for a brand new truck. But if you well seasoned, you can go get it. You can get anything on the lot with no money down. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is just you got to start somewhere. You know, get a business relationship with your bank. Snyder's used trucks. Yeah, Snyder's used trucks are all right. Um, the reasons why I say Snyder's used trucks are all right is because when you go in there and buy a truck, when you buy a truck from Snyder the carrier, because you can go over to Snyder Fleet Sales or something like that, and they sell like old trailers and trucks and stuff like that. The reason why I say they're all right is because when you go in there and look at their trucks, you get all the records for that truck, so you know everything that truck done been through. So if you buy one of Snyder old used trucks, like you go in there, you can look at all the maintenance records, all the PM records. You know, if the truck been in the shop 50,000 times, you know, if the motor been redone, or I mean all kind of things. So Snyder's got all them records. And like if you go and buy a truck for somewhere else, they won't have all them records on that truck. Like if you get it from a dealer, like you can get the the warranty information, but once the truck is out of warranty, you won't be able to get all that information off that truck. What do I think about full maintenance leases? I think full maintenance leases is the best thing you can get out here in trucking. That's like the cream of the crop. That's the prima donna of truck financing right there. If you can get you a full maintenance lease, you good. You're good, because you don't got to worry about nothing. But see, the thing is that Like I know Jeffrey L, he got some full maintenance lease. He preaches about his full maintenance lease, but the thing is, not everybody can get approved for a full maintenance lease. You know, you gotta have been in business for a long time. You gotta have a good damn relationship. You gotta have a good relationship with a dealer to get a full maintenance lease. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm thinking like at least 5 years. Like you have to go to a dealer, finance a truck, and go to that dealer all the time. You have to get your PMs done through that dealer. You have to develop a good relationship with this dealer. Take the dealer out to lunch. Take the finance manager out to lunch. Take the finance manager out to dinner and shit like that. You got to have a good, solid relationship with that dealer to get one of those. You just can't come off the street and first year in business go and get your full maintenance lease. No, dog. You got to have about 5 or 10 years in business, man, to get one of them. Because I called the dealer up. I talked to him about a full maintenance lease. He was going to work with me, but he wanted $20,000 down. You know what I'm saying? He wanted $20,000 down as a security deposit for the first year. And then after the first year, he gives the money back to me. Now, it's worth it, but then I didn't have 20 grand at that time to go do that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, yeah, so it's like, as much as everybody talk about them full maintenance leases, not everybody can approve for them. You got to get approved for them things. A lot of these dealers, they want you to have a small fleet. They want you to have a drop yard. They want you to have a terminal. They want you to have so much in revenue. They want you to have, it's just like getting a trailer. So yeah, getting a full maintenance lease is the best thing you can get, but you got to get approved for them. And you got to have a damn good relationship with your dealer. So that's it. Where does that leave you? You got to go back and lease a truck. So, but that's something to work up to. You know, if you only got 1-2 years in business, that's something you're going to have to work up to get that full maintenance lease. Because it's great. You don't have to worry about nothing. You get a new truck every 3, 4, 5 years. Whatever the agreement that the dealer has. You know. But yeah, man. I'm up here running my mouth, man. My break is up, man, so I'm about to go and run this load. But I appreciate y'all checking in, man. I appreciate y'all coming looking at me at live and stuff. Man, I appreciate it, man. But if y'all got any more questions, man, y'all can go over to my website. If y'all looking to start a business or whatever, I recommend you getting an LLC. I got a video on how to create a LLC on my website. You gotta go over to my website and click on the contents tab. You click on the contents tab, and I got a video there on how to create a LLC. Okay. My website is jhservicesco.com, and you go over there, and I got a video on how to create an LLC. That's the letters jhservicesco.com, and you click on the contents tab, and I got a video over there. And if y'all got any more questions, man, y'all can hit me up on the Twitter link. I got a Twitter link on my website. You can hit me up on the Twitter, or you can send me a message on the website, and I'll get back to you. And you know, whatever questions y'all got. But yeah, man, I gotta get going on this load, man. I appreciate y'all watching my videos, man. I'll see y'all next time.